Hari Om students, today topic is determinants. We are going to find the determinants, or what's the determinant, we have to know about it. What was the idea for finding the determinant? Determinant is the number which is associated to a matrix. A simple example is here. In this coordinate system, if we will take 2 points A30 and B02, then the area will be covered by that OAMB. If we will be write these 2 points in the matrices form, then it will be 30 and 02. The area will be 3 into 2 equal to 6 minus 0 into 0, 0, 6. Of that idea will be oriented for the 3 dimension, then resultant shape will be parallelopipe, and also that volume of parallelopipe here A, B, C, the point has been given. It can be calculated in this way. Now we are going to find the definition of matrix. Here, to every square matrix Aij of order m, we can associate a number, it may be real or complex, called determinant of the square matrix A. It will be denoted by determinant A or mod A. Are you observing here? This is the AM by AM matrix, and it can be associated to a number, then it will be known as the determinant. Now, determinants of a square matrix of order 1. So what will be the determinants of order 1? Order 1 means 1 by 1. It will be simply first element A11. If A11 is a square matrix of order 1, then determinant of order A is defined as mod A. It will be the A11 itself. Next, determinants of a square matrix of order 2. Order 2, here if A equal to A11, A12, A21, A22 as a square matrix of order 2, then expression A11 into A22 minus A21 into A12 is designed as the determinant of A. Here mod A, also same thing is going on here, A11, A22 minus A21, A12. One example has been given here. How can we associate the matrix of order 2 to a number? That matrix is sin theta cos theta minus cos theta sin theta. It will be same way. It will be multiply sin into sin square theta, a minus, again it will be minus cos square theta. It becomes plus cos square theta. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So that is the way to associate a determinant, or you can say a matrix of order 2 to a number. Very simple. Of determinants of a square matrix of order 3. This is the 3 by 3 matrix. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33 of order 3. It can be also designed as the determinant of A. It will be find in this way: A11, A22, A33 plus A12, A31, A23 plus A13, A21, A32 minus A11, A32, A23, A22, A31, A13, A12, A33, A21. There are two ways to find it. One thing, just here it has been separated in different colors of this matrix. There are R1, R2 and R3. The horizontal arrangement is known as the row. There are 3 rows and 3 columns because this matrix is of order 3 into 3. And it is read as the A11, A21, A33 is read as C1, column 1. A12, A22, A33 is known as the column 2. And A13, A23, A33 is read as the column 3. Also, always remember it because everywhere we will be use the R1, R2 and R3. It can be solved in this way also. Mod A, if we will be take A11, then first row and first column will be left, and that A22, A23, A32, A33 will be written here 2 by 2 matrix. A11 is plus here, A12 itself the 1, 2, this is the odd position here, then it will be take the minus A12 and that line, the row C2 and R1 will be left, remaining will be A21, A23, A31, A33 here, plus A13, then that first row and third column will be left, remaining A21, A22, A31 and A32 will be written here. Of that, determinants of a square matrix of order 3 can be found in this way. One example is given here. If A equal to A3 minus 2, 4, A1, 2, 1, 0, 1, minus 1. A11 is here 3 and the position, or you can say the sign of 3 will be minus 1 to the power A11, 1 plus 1, it becomes plus, and first row, first column will be left, 2, 1, 1 minus 1 will be written here, plus again minus 1 to the power, that minus 1 is here A21, so 1 plus 2 into that A1, A11, A12, 1 plus 2 minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2 into minus 2. It is going to expand by row 1, yeah, along row 1. So 1, 1, 0, minus 1, plus minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 into 4. Then 4, are you observing here? First row and first third column will be left, then it will be 1 to 0, 1. Finally, we have to expand it. 3 minus 2 minus 1, here minus 1 to the power 3, that means minus plus 2 minus 1, 0 into 1 minus 1, plus 4 minus 1 to the power 4, it will be 1 minus 0, result will be minus 7. So in this way we can find the value of matrix of order 3. This is the Saros diagram. In beginning, just we have written the values of A11, A12, A13, that matrix only, it's the order 3 by 3 matrix. For finding this value, are you observing here what has been written? The column 1, that column 1 and column 2 written here, yeah, and the red sign is given here, all red, that it is going to here in arrow marks, all red marks can be written in positive. Here A11, A22, A33 is positive, 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 and the green, all these three greens will be written negative. It will be a number, or you can say that it will be associated to a number of matrix of order 3. It's very easy to understand, it's very easy to learn. What we have to do, again I am going to explain it. This is the matrix of order 3 into 3. C1, C2 has been written here again, and are you observing that row? We are going to start the positive, all three positives arrangement here in that way. All will be in positive, and the green, all three numbers will be in negative. We can find the matrix of order 3, or you can associate the matrix to a number of order 3 in this way. It's known as the Sharpe diagram. Now, what is the singular matrix? Also, it's very important to know a square matrix is a singular matrix if its determinants is 0. That is, mod A equal to 0. Then it is known as the singular matrix. If mod A is not equal to 0, then it is known as the non-singular matrix. Now we are going to discuss about the minors. Very important, we have to know the minors. The minors is defined as the let Aij be a square matrix of order n, then minor is Mij of Aij in A is the determinant of the square submatrix of order n minus 1, obtained by leaving ith row and jth column of A. That means, अगर हम अब see here, by this example we can understand or we can remember this definition. See here, the example A is given, A equal to 4 minus 7 minus 3, 2. It's the 2 by 2 matrix. We are going to find the minors. The 2 by 2, here it has been written, if determinant will be of order n, then n minus 1, the submatrix of order n minus 1 will be the minor. Here ith row and jth column will be left. If we are going to find the m11 here, that means a11, so that both the ith, jth, or you can say the first column, first row and first column will be left, then only 2 will be here left. It's the 2 by 2 matrix, and that matrix will be 1 by 1, and the m11, that means minor of a11 will be 2. Similarly, minor of a12, m12, m12, here minus 7, it's the a11. We have to find m12, a12, find, we have to find the m12, then first row and second column will be left. Here minus 3 will be m12. Similarly, m21, we have to find the minor of a21. m21 will be a21 here. The second row and first column will be left, minus 7. m22, minus of a22 will be 4. Now we are going to find the minors of a matrix of order 3 by 3. See here, it's the order 3 by 3. We have to find m11, minors of a11. The minor of a11 here, then that row and column will be left, and this becomes the 2 matrix is 3 by 3 n minus 1. If n matrix will be there, then minor will be the n minus 1. So here 3 it's 2. So 2 minus 1 minus 4 3, value will be 2. Similarly m12, if we will be find minors of a12, then a12 the second row and first column will be left here. Minus 3 minus 1 2 3. Yeah, the value will be minus 7. It's very easy to understand. Listen carefully. The m13 minus of a13, then first row third column will be left here, and minus 3 to 2 minus 4 will be the 2 by 2 determinants. The value will be 12 minus 4, it will be 8. m21 minus of a21, it will be 2 3 minus 4 3, value will be 18. Similarly m22, m23, if we will be take m23, the minors of a23, then the value will be 2 3 and 2 minus 1, that the third row and first column will be left. In this way we can find the minors. Now we are going to know about the cofactors. I think minors and cofactors is very close. Only in cofactors, if we will be multiply by minus 1 to the power I plus j, then we will be get the cofactors. Here in shortcut it has been written Cij equal to Mij if I plus j is even. That I plus j will be even, and it will be minus Mij if I plus j is odd. Properties of determinants. Now it's very important to solve the determinants. Understand carefully. Question number 1, property number 1, if row be changed into column and vice versa, then the value of determinant remains unaltered. That means there will be no change in the values. So here are you observing A is A11, B11, C1. A transpose is here. That means the row 1 will be changed in here column. Yeah, R1 C1, R2 into C2, R3 into C3. Then the value of A, determinant value of A and determinant value of A transpose will be same. Now the property 2, let A equal to Aij, m by m, then mod A will be 0 if and only if any two row or columns are identical. That is A1 B1 C1. Are you observing here? A1 B1 C1. The first row and third row is identical, then the value is 0. Here the first column and third column are identical, value is 0. Now any two row or columns are proportional, that is K1, KB1, KC1, A1, B1, C1, both are proportional. Here the column 2 and column 3 are proportional, then value will be 0. And each elements of any row or any column is 0, then value will be 0. So there are in 2 there are the 3 conditions to the value will be 0 of matrices order 3 by 3. That is the 3 conditions. Now the third property is given here. If any two row or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then resulting determinant change its sign. Here A is A1 B1 C1. Are you observing? A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. B is what? Only it can be interchanged. R1 is here in place of R2 and R2 in place of R1. Then determinant value will be minus here. If any two row or columns will be interchanged to their places, then modulus value will be same but sign will be changed. The property for if any line, row, column of a determinant D be passed over n parallel lines, row or columns, then the resulting determinants is equal to -1 to the power n D. That is D equal to A1 B1 C1. Are you observing here? A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. Often after passing two parallel lines, column. Here B1 C1 A1. What has been given here? Parallel lines, two parallel lines. That means A1 A2 A3 is here in place of that C1 is place of C3. So that C1 passing through two parallel lines here after two columns. Yeah. Then result will be same. That means its two time has been passed. So D, determinant of D equal to determinant of D double dash. Yeah, very easy. The fifth property. If each element of any row or column of a determinant be multiplied by a non-zero constant k, then the value of the determinant get raised by k times. Here any, here in R2 I have multiplied by k, then the value of this determinant will be k times of a. In any row or in any columns, if constant k will be multiplied, then the value of determinant will be k times. 6. If each elements of any row and column is the sum of two row or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as the sum of two row or more determinants of same order in following way. Here k11, are you observing? The k1, k2, k3 has been added in first row. It can be separated into two matrix here. k1, k2, k3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3 plus a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. It may be split into two determinants. If it will be in same way, k1, k2, k3 will be added in row 1 or row 2, then it can be splitted in same way in two determinants. That is the also a very important property. The seventh property. If each elements of any row or column of a determinant be added to a equimultiples of the corresponding elements of one or more parallel lines, then the value of determinant remains unaltered or unchanged, you can say. The A, B. Here it has been written A1 plus minus K2, B1 plus minus KB2, C1 plus minus KC2. It may be mod A, then mod A equal to mod B. अब that ये जो प्रक्रिया आप देख रहे हैं, ये किसी में भी हो सकता है. Here it may be applied in R2, it may be applied in R3, it may be applied in C1, it may be applied in C2, it may be applied in C3. And it's very more important because all the questions, in solving all the questions of determinant, this property will be used. So understand carefully. Next, the 8th property is here. If Aij is the diagonal matrix of order n, then mod A equal to A1, A2, A22, A33 and An. That means if you will multiply all the diagonals diagonally, then we will get the mod A. Product of two matrices. If we are going to product of two matrices D1 and D2, then what will be the way to product? It's the way to product of just the product of two matrices. Here first row, first column, second row, first column, then first row, second column, second row, first column, and second row, second column. Are you observing here? A1, L1, B1 plus B1, M2, first row, first column, first row, second column, A1, B1, L2, B2, A1, L2 plus B1, M2. Again second row, first column, A2 into L1, B2 into M2, A2 into L2 plus B2 into M2. That is the multiplication. D1. Also that is the mod D1 D2 equal to mod D1 into mod D2, or you can say the determinant of D1 D2 equal to determinant of D1 into D2. The 10. Let Aij be the square matrix of order n, and let Cij the cofactors of Aij. Here this is the matrix A and C is the cofactors of A. Then there is the relation determinant of cofactors equal to the determinants of A square. That means if you will find the determinant of A and square it, then it will be the value of determinant of C. Thanks. That is the properties of determinants. I hope you have been understand it, and every slides you can write to stop the slides or by taking the screenshot. Write it and learn more. Next questions will be solved in next slide in next video. Thanks. Have a nice day.